millions of newly released Justice Department records on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
To undo the heavy burdens.
Emails drop, and Jeffrey Epstein, who worked on behalf of the Rothschilds,
To let the oppressed go free.
Jeffrey Epstein did not invent a dark new crime. He stepped into a very old role.
We are the Overcomers. We are here to encourage and empower you with hope. Because even though it may not look like it, you too are an overcomer.
Millions of pages, names, emails, favors, access, power. You start to see something Isaiah 58 warned us about. A society where the powerful protect each other, where the vulnerable are left carrying the weight. We're watching people with influence, political insiders, entertainment executives, celebrities, financial leaders, scramble as their past proximity to Epstein becomes public. A Hollywood mogul, Casey Westerman, is selling his talent agency after emails with Ghislaine Maxwell resurfaced, saying he had become a distraction. This is from NBC News. Goldman Sachs top lawyer resigned after friendly communications with Epstein, including accepting expensive gifts, came to light. This is from AOL News. Members of Congress reviewing unredacted files say they found multiple individuals whose names were redacted despite being likely incriminated. This is from Newsweek. Isaiah 58 tells us that when a society refuses to break the yokes of oppression, corruption becomes normal. Silence becomes currency, and access becomes a god. And now the silence is cracking. Even within political circles, the files are exposing fractures. Recent reporting shows public disagreements about who tried to block or release the files, with some lawmakers accusing others of resisting transparency. This is from Yahoo News. Isaiah 58 doesn't care about party lines. It cares about truth, justice, and the oppressed. And what we're seeing is what happens when the truth finally forces its way through the cracks of political self-preservation. One of the most heartbreaking parts of the latest coverage is that the survivors still feel unheard and unseen. Reports describe the survivors feeling degraded and experiencing a lack of empathy from officials responsible for handling their cases. This is from NBC News. Isaiah 58 is clear. If your fast, which is your religion, your politics, your public image, does not lift the oppressed, God is not impressed. This is the part we cannot lose in the noise. Real people were harmed. Real children were exploited. Real survivors are still waiting for justice that honors their humanity. Isaiah 58 is not a chapter about punishment. It's a chapter about repair. It calls us to break the yokes, not hide them. Expose the chains, not protect the people who forged them. Stand with the oppressed, not with the powerful who benefited from their silence. And when we do that, Isaiah says that your light will break forth like the dawn. It also says that a dawn breaking through decades of darkness. That's what this moment is. A dawn breaking through decades of darkness. Yea, centuries. Because this thing goes way back. Epstein is just today's figure. You've had this going on for centuries in America and even further back. So what can we do as a generation? Because this isn't about celebrity names. It's not about political points. It's not about sensationalism. It's about whether we will be a generation that finally refuses to look away. Isaiah 58 is a mirror, and the Epstein files, messy, disturbing, incomplete as they are forcing our nation to look into that mirror. The question is, will we choose the fast God has chosen? Will we choose justice over comfort? Truth over loyalty? Light over secrecy? Because the files are coming out, the patterns are being exposed, and the oppressed are watching to see if we finally stand with them. What side of history will you be on when the tables are turned? This is Mr. T with The Overcomers. Thank you for tuning in. God bless, and good night.